Okay, so this is the MKCAMP tent, and we'll be testing this out with the Tesla Model Y Performance, and we'll go camping right now. So hang tight. Okay, so I am here at campsite getting ready to set up the MK Camp. This is the MK Camp tent. So we are unboxing this for the very first time, and we wanted to show you firsthand how is it like to set up this MK Camp for your Tesla Model Y. It's designed specifically for the Tesla Model Y to attach to the rear tailgate, or you can set this up independently away from the vehicle as you wish. In the instruction, it states to set this up in 4 steps, so we'll follow up the directions. First, what you want to do is unpack this, and it comes very compact in this sack, which is about 3 feet by 1.5 feet. But once you open it up, it is a huge tent, good for 4 to 5 individuals to sleep in with no issue. You also have space in the rear of the Tesla Model Y where you can fold down the seats and have 2 additional adults sleeping there. So a total of 5 to 6, I would say, can sleep in here comfortably. First impression, it took about 25 minutes to set up. It's fairly easy to set up with 2 air tubes that you need to fill up with the air pump that they provide. And the air pump is a manual pump. It takes about 25 to 30 press before it inflates. And once it inflates, it will stand on its own. As you can see here from the interior, it looks very clean. The whole foundation is based on an air tube, so setting up is fairly easy. And it also collapses easily, so easy to store away. Here we have a couple mats that we will lay inside this tent. What we know about this tent is that it can stretch fairly well with the attachment and the anchor, which we did not install here, but eventually we'll install that if it's windy or there's hazard weather forthcoming. As for the material itself, is double layer, so this helps with insulation, especially during cold nights. You also have attachment on the rear as well as each of the corner, and they also have extension to make it seem like you have a outdoor patio. And this is weatherproof, waterproof, so you don't have to worry about it getting soaked inside if it does rain. Here's a full setup of another Tesla Model Y. As you can see there, the extension out over half the vehicle, so the water will not leak where the opening of the tailgate is at, especially when you're attaching it to the Tesla Model Y. Here's another image which has the extension on the side of the tent. It's very nice, elegant, as well as sturdy. So once you anchor all the wires down, it looks amazing. There's less wrinkle and you have maximum capacity. You can have 2 openings, both on the right and left side, or you can close it and put the mesh down so you keep out the bugs. This is ideal for a situation where you're camping in the summer or during season where there's many bugs. It does come with a mesh, so either you have the mesh closed or fully open. As you can see there, the extension and the anchor goes across each corner and the back as well as to the front. From the interior, you can also use the back of the Tesla Model Y as a bed rest and use this tent as an extension like a living room. If not, you can also use the tent as a seating arrangement or even a resting area. You can put some mats down on the floor and make it as a sleep-in tent. As for our setup, we didn't anchor anything down, but as you can see, without the anchor, it sits flush with the vehicle. Here's the pump with the valve indicator to notify you when you have enough pressure in those air tubes. And what's special about this air tubes is it has a divider between the two anchors air tubes. So that makes it setting up an ease with one person. Second person is recommended, but not needed. I set this tent up within 25 minutes. If I were to anchor each string down, it would take probably another 15 minutes. But it's very sturdy. Overnight, it did not lose any air. As you can see there, the tube remained inflated. It has a double valve, so one valve will actually act as a one-way, so when you pull out the pump, it does not lose air. There's additional straps here to keep this tent from moving, but as you can see, we did not strap anything down, and it's withheld its element fairly well. It wasn't that windy here, so we didn't have any concerns. So take a look at the interior of this tent. And I want to mention the zippers. You have double zippers, very sturdy. It never once got stuck, unlike other tents we used in the past. There's that beam across the two anchor air tubes. So that's also an air tube. That alone is sturdy enough to hold this tent up and stabilize it without it being anchored down. So again, you can pull this sheet over. They do provide you with additional sticks to hold up the extension part of the actual tent, just like this. So right here, I have an anchor between the wheels and the plastic wells, but you can anchor this down. They provide you with additional ropes to pull back on this bar. This bar can extend up to about 2.5 feet. So you have clearance above your vehicle. As you can see there, the extension of the top cover will prevent any water from leaking into your vehicle if it rains. So where the opening of the tailgate and the attachment of the tent itself is protected. You do have space to charge the vehicle. You just lift up the actual part of the tent cover there and be able to charge while you're in camp mode. Here's a pullback view of the Tesla Model Y performance with the MK tent. It doesn't look that big, but it's very roomy inside, and we felt very comfortable and very safe, as well as it kept the bugs out, the ants out, and also it reduces the inefficiency of the Tesla camp mode. So you have the heater on, it will provide some heat into this tent. Or if you have the AC on, it will provide that AC air into this tent without losing as much as you would in a single layer tent. So this was our first attempt to try this out. So far, we're very satisfied. We'll continue to use this in the future and see how it holds up. But as a first time, this is a great tent. So if you're interested or knowing more about this, they do sell an extension of this tent, so twice the size, for just an extra cost of a few $100s. We also have a promo code going on under megawatts at checkout. So make sure you use that if you're interested in purchasing. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe and catch you on next time.